One of the things I had to learn about life and relationships is this. I feel like everything happens for a reason. And every time something goes wrong, there's always a lesson to be learned from that. So there's always a lesson. There's always an underlying reason why you're going through certain situations. But then I also had to realize that sometimes the situation that you're in is not your lesson to be learned. It's not your test. And I also realized that sometimes you're placed in people's lives because you are the test for them. And God sent you in a person's life to say to them, let me see what you're going to do this time. Let me see how you're going to handle this person. Let me see how you're going to handle this situation because I'm going to give you everything that you need. I'm going to give you everything that you ever asked for. Here she is. Here he is. Here they are. Now I'm going to test you and see what you do with it. And you know that the test is not for you because you're in a situation that's horrible, it's draining you, it's tearing you apart, but you still manage to thrive in the midst of it. You still manage to make it out. And it's like, Lord, what's going on? I've been through hell and back, but it's like for some reason I feel good. For some reason I'm thriving. For some reason I'm better off now than I was before. You know why? Because it wasn't your test. Learn not to go back into it, but it wasn't your test. You were sent by God for them. It was their test to see how they could treat you because you came whole. You came with what they needed. And he just sat back and said, all right, bet, let me see what you're going to do with it. And when they fail that test, they lose and you win. That's why you're more successful now than what you were when you started. That's why doors are opening up and you don't know where it's coming from. That's why opportunities are presenting themselves that you would have never thought possible because it wasn't your test, it was theirs. But learn from it.